Deadliest Catch fans question incomplete shots. When it comes to Deadliest Catch, fans know the show likes to keep them in suspense. However, one fan recently talked about just how the series is filmed. Notably, other fans have talked about other filming techniques they've grown to associate with the series. Deadliest Catch is a Discovery series that first premiered in 2005. Viewers get a glimpse at crab fishermen in the Bering Sea risking great danger for their livelihoods. Normally, episodes focus on a story on board one or more of the boats, as well as competition between the boats. With the crew members out at sea, as well as in intense waters, events can quickly become dire on the show. However, on the show's Reddit page, one fan admitted they had an issue with one of the show's filming techniques. As they opened up the post, "Don't know if anyone spots this as much as I do. But when they do that suspense, camera views of them pulling up the first part of a string waiting to see if there's crab, they'll usually do a view from the sea and a view on the deck. Sometimes, the angle from sea shows the pot full of crab. Then once on deck it's empty. Are they just recycling footage?" At least one fan agreed with the post, as they simply commented, "Yes, absolutely they do." Others pointed out similar filming techniques they've associated with the show. One fan noted, "Don't forget the filler shots of heaving waves and then a deck shot on flat, calm water." Another shared, "They lost me when they had Sig pretend he did not know where he was with no computer." As previously reported, reality television is often edited to highlight the more suspenseful situations that occur. This isn't to say that incidents are necessarily scripted, but that more mundane scenes and storylines are simply less likely to get incorporated into a series. This was reflected in a recent Collider article covering the series. As Captain Jack Bunnell was quoted, "You got to make it exciting somehow. What we do, hauling pots 24 hours a day, is boring." The publication summed this up, noting, "Politics and paperwork don't have the appeal of near-death experiences on a daily basis fishing for crab." As the statement continued, "This is why the cameras only come on for the crabbing season. Have you been following with Deadliest Catch? Make sure you come back to TV shows Ace for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news." Deadliest Catch fans, a deeper look at the show's incomplete shots, the adrenaline-pumping world of Deadliest Catch, with its fierce Bering Sea conditions, daring fishermen, and unrelenting pace, has captivated fans for over a decade. But what happens behind the camera? Viewers are often treated to exhilarating moments, but not every scene is perfect. Some shots don't quite make the cut. For the fans who follow the series closely, these incomplete shots may leave them pondering. What was missed? Why were certain moments left on the cutting room floor? And ultimately, what do these unseen clips reveal about the show's process? In this essay, we'll explore some of the most compelling unanswered questions related to incomplete shots on Deadliest Catch. Questions that fans have long discussed in online forums, fan groups, and podcasts. We'll delve into the production challenges, the real risks involved, and the moments that were almost shown but didn't make it to air. With the rise of social media and fan-led investigations, there has been an increasing curiosity surrounding what might be hidden from audiences. The quest for authenticity. Why certain shots are incomplete. The primary reason some shots don't make the final cut lies in Deadliest Catch's commitment to realism. When a series is as raw and authentic as Deadliest Catch, where real fishermen are battling not only the sea, but also personal demons and team dynamics, the line between what's necessary for storytelling and what can be excluded becomes thin. Often, footage that doesn't align with the narrative or doesn't meet the standards of the producers is left behind. But the question remains, which shots are considered incomplete? Sometimes, these shots might be cuts made during post-production where a scene doesn't convey the intended emotional impact. For instance, moments that don't show enough detail to highlight the intensity of a particular situation, like a crew member grappling with exhaustion after hours of pulling in pots, may not make it into the final version. Additionally, the Bering Sea is known for its unpredictability, which might result in technical difficulties. The weather is notoriously harsh and equipment failure is a common occurrence, leading to moments of confusion or missing footage. In some cases, weather might have interfered with filming, rendering the shots blurry or too shaky to be useful. Incomplete shots, in this context, could mean moments that didn't quite capture the right emotional intensity. Perhaps the scene was too rushed, or the camera angle. Does a lack of visual coherence detract from the heart of the show? Are these moments truly incomplete, or simply discarded because they don't conform to the high expectations of the producers or the audience? The unseen chaos of the crew. Perhaps one of the most intriguing elements of Deadliest Catch is the unsung chaos that happens just below the surface. Many fans will know the excitement of watching a massive wave crash over the deck, or a harrowing moment when a crew member gets pulled into the freezing cold waters. However, there are equally gripping moments that often go unseen, where the production crew has had to improvise, and shots have to be sacrificed or cut due to unforeseen circumstances. Cameramen face unimaginable conditions, often working in perilous environments with limited visibility, freezing temperatures, and dangerous waves. These shots, though thrilling for fans when they appear on screen, often come at great cost. While many of these shots appear to be meticulously planned and executed, the reality is much less glamorous. An incomplete shot could simply mean that the cameraman was fighting against overwhelming odds, not the least of which was keeping their gear intact. The Bering Sea is a world of chaos, and it's easy to see why certain shots might not capture everything a viewer expects. Sometimes, the rigging process or crucial moments are missed entirely because the production team was forced to prioritize safety. Deadliest Catch is, after all, a reality show built on risks, and the fact that certain shots never made it to air emphasizes that sometimes, capturing the moment means sacrificing other priorities. Why didn't we see that? Another popular question fans have. Why didn't we see that shot? Often, a crucial moment may be glimpsed briefly, only for it to disappear before anything significant happens. A fisherman might be seen preparing for a dangerous move, only to have the camera cut away at the most intense moment. The missing action creates a sense of suspense and curiosity. But is it a mistake or intentional? It's not uncommon for the show's producers to trim content to fit the pacing of the episode. Not all action scenes make it into the final cut, and while fans might initially be disappointed, the decision is often made for reasons of narrative cohesion. For example, a sequence of events involving heavy winds, crew tension, or dangerous maneuvers may be trimmed to ensure that viewers remain focused on the main storyline. In certain cases, moments that seem like they should have been shown may have actually been captured but were deemed too chaotic or irrelevant to the larger narrative. Additionally, there are times when incomplete shots are a result of the crew's own safety being at risk. Certain maneuvers, like hauling in pots in dangerous weather conditions, might have been caught on camera, but if the situation deteriorated rapidly, the crew may have been forced to halt filming. In such scenarios, producers may decide not to air the footage to avoid glorifying the perilous situations. This could be a form of self-censorship to protect the well-being of both the fishermen and the production team. The impact on fans and their curiosity. Deadliest Catch has cultivated a fiercely dedicated fan base. many of whom engage with the show beyond the mere viewing experience. Social media has provided a platform where fans can discuss episodes, speculate about what was left out, and analyze the technical aspects of the show. Over time, the absence of certain shots or the incomplete nature of some scenes has created a sense of intrigue. Fans often question what could have been shown, why it wasn't included, and how it would have affected the story had it been. What makes this particularly interesting is how Deadliest Catch fans interact with the show. They have an uncanny ability to spot inconsistencies or areas where something might have been omitted. In a way, they become detectives, trying to piece together the puzzle of incomplete footage. As a result, the series garners a unique, almost obsessive following where fans actively search for these moments that never made it to air. Social media platforms like Reddit and fan forums often become a space for lively debates. Some fans post screenshots of blurry shots or moments where they feel something important is happening off camera. These small details speak to the passion and commitment that viewers have for the show, and in many ways, they fuel the fan community's need to get answers about those elusive, incomplete shots. The conclusion: the value of the incomplete shot, the beauty of Deadliest Catch, lies not only in the intense action, but in the raw and unrefined moments that never make it to air. These incomplete shots, whether due to technical failure, safety concerns, or simply not fitting the storyline, contribute to the larger narrative of the show. They represent the unpredictability and imperfection of life.